Is the comparison between the pandemic and Islam correct? Yes, if it makes you study about the Islam. So we had this great interview and I'm looking at your CV and it looks great to us. Are you ready for this job? Yes, thank you for having me. I am totally ready. Great. Then I have one last question for you. Are you willing to take off your face mask to work? But why? We are living in this uncertain situation. I'm just being careful. It protects me. Oh, really? Is that what you think? Well, our environment is safe. But with the virus, I just want to protect myself. I don't see why this could create any issues. Are you questioning our safety standards? That's unheard of. No, absolutely not. But wearing a mask is my choice. It will not hold me back from my work. I will just do it fine. But if you wear a face mask, it will show the world that we don't have any safety standard. And we are a free company. It doesn't match our culture. Anyway, how are you going to eat with that? How I will eat with that? Well, of course I'm going to take it off. But I will keep my distance with the rest of the people, so everything will be fine. And how are you going to talk? Can you even talk with the face mask? Are you even allowed to talk with the face mask? Am I going to talk? But you can hear me, right? And if you cannot hear me, I will talk louder. Believe me, my face mask will not hold me back. You think my face mask is holding me back, but it's my choice. I think I'm just a normal person, just wearing a face mask. And I have my own standard as a person. You cannot judge me by a face mask. Of course I can. It has no purpose. Actually, it is opposed to you by your government. And I think if you were free, then you would have never chosen to wear it. The government tells me when I should wear the face mask and when I should not. But it is completely my choice. I stand 100% behind this. But how can this be your choice? It holds you back. I'm convinced it holds you back. And yet also, we don't want any differentiating symbols in our company. Symbols? But this is not even a symbol. Why would you call a face mask a symbol? Yes, it's a symbol. It shows that you are from an area where there is a pandemic. So if you wear one, everyone will feel uncomfortable and even threatened. We prefer to be free and we prefer to face the consequences with it. You are the one who's making me uncomfortable. And who is free? You are the one forcing to take off my face mask. Anyways, think about it, okay? Okay, I will think about it. And yeah, I don't even think it is advised by your government. I think it is forced on you by your husband. Yeah. What? What are you even saying? Why would you say that? That doesn't even make any sense. Actually, you know what? I don't even want to work for you. Maybe you need to educate yourself about this pandemic and you will understand that everything still can be done if you're just careful enough and you know your limitations. Because we need to protect our societies and we need to protect the weak. I am more educated than you. My whole society is more educated than you. You are the one who's living in the Middle Ages. Anyways, I still want to finish this interview politely. Yeah, thank you. So, thank you very much for coming. You want me to give you a hand? Now, I would like to request you to watch it again and replace the word face mask with niqab, the word pandemic with Islam, the word government with Quran. If you think that comparing the word pandemic with Islam is weird, then let me explain you. There are some comparisons in between them. First thing, the pandemic is part of nature. That is how nature works. If you think that it is harsh and ruthless, then it's not a correct way of thinking. It's not about being ruthless and harsh. This is just how the ecosystem works when there is instability. Islam is a part of nature. This is how societies work. If you think that Islam is harsh and it forces you to do many things, then this is not a correct thinking. It is not about being harsh or forcing things. This is just what needs to be done to create a system of happy societies. And to our sadness, not even the Islamic countries understand this. Second, in the beginning, when there was the pandemic, everyone was in panic. Everyone was afraid. Everyone was talking about the war with the invisible enemy. But then the scientists studied and learned. They experimented and tested. The politicians took precautions to safeguard their societies, to protect the weak. Some blamed the others, but most of the politicians took their responsibilities. Many years ago, it sounded that the Islam was the pandemic. Everyone was in panic. Everyone was afraid of. Everyone went into war with the terrorist, blaming that Islam was the cause of it. But then the enemy was not invisible. So instead of doing what the scientists did with the pandemic, studying, learning, experimenting, and testing, no. The enemy was shooted. Everyone carrying a symbol of Islam was a terrorist. Simple women and mothers with young children suddenly became the enemies. The politicians, they did not take any precautions for them. They just went with the war, resulting to situations like this roleplay. Was that the correct solution? No, of course not. The correct solution would have been, I think, to do what the scientists did now: studying, learning, experimenting, testing. The correct solution would have been that the politicians took their precautions to safeguard their societies, to protect the weak. And when Muslims back then said, "Learn about Islam, you will understand how peaceful it is," everyone just laughed. Third point. Once we will have the cure for the virus, no one will be afraid of this situation. Everything will go back to normal. Why? Because it cannot kill you anymore? Were you afraid of the unknown? Was it because you lost control about life? Let me guarantee you, the moment you study Islam, you will find the cure. Nothing will go to normal. Why? Because you know that your life is not yours, but a gift from Allah. You will then be only afraid of Allah, because He is the one who controls your life, everyone's life. Is the comparison between the pandemic and Islam correct? Yes, if it makes you study about the Islam. Is the comparison between pandemic and Islam correct? No, absolutely not. The reality is that it's not correct. With this role play, I just wanted to show some of you how you sound to us when you give us those arguments. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and Assalamu alaikum.